the head coach of Oklahoma football, Lincoln Riley, calling here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Coach?
Hey, I'm great. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing fine. Where have we found you? You're strolling around this fair city here in Nashville?
Yeah, I am. I had a chance to enjoy the city a little bit, and just got back to the hotel, getting ready for the big night.
Excellent. Well, I mean, I'll ask you the question. What are you hearing? I know you've been around Kyler and his family. What are you guys hearing right now, a few hours before the draft?
Honestly, kind of staying away from it. I mean, I think there's so much talk right now, smoke screens. I mean, everybody's got different opinion on it. So, it's like I told him, before we got here. I mean, these things can happen a million different ways. You're going to be a first-round pick. Somebody's going to draft you to come be the franchise quarterback, and that's a great thing regardless of where it happens. And so I think all that's just going into enjoy the moment, enjoy the evening, and be excited about, whoever ends up with him and the rest of our guys.
So what will a team get in Kyler Murray? Best you can sum it up for those who have been hearing the evaluation about this young man nonstop for the last 10 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, a winner first, a great person, competitor, and I mean, you're talking about one of the elite athletes, that sports has ever seen. With a guy that after tonight's going to be a first-round pick in two major sports. It's next to impossible to do it in one, and for a guy to be able to do it in two is just remarkable. And so, a breathtaking athlete that's going to do nothing but continue to get better, especially as he is able to focus in on only playing football. And I know he's excited about that. And the team that gets him, they're going to see that, and they're going to see a guy still hungry to improve. And it's just going to be fun to see the whole thing unfold.
What's your first memory of the first wow play right in front of you from Kyler? Do you have one? Do you remember that's the first one where maybe you thought to yourself or looked at a member of your staff and just went, okay, that's the wow play that we were expecting from him?
Yeah, I mean, he had a couple, this year. I mean, some of the throws, I mean, just some jaw-dropping throws, both from the pocket and the move. I mean, obviously he had a couple of really long runs that were just he had one in the Florida Atlantic game, his first start, where he ended up running probably about 60 yards to gain 30. But I mean, it was just it was just one of those things that shouldn't happen. And he just makes some incredible plays. I can remember fumbling a ball against Baylor or getting stripped. The ball falls on the ground. Every other quarterback in America is just going to dive on it. He picks it up, scrambles out, avoids the guy, and throws a third and long strike. I mean, the guy can just do things, again, that you don't count on, that shouldn't happen in ball. And that's why when he's your quarterback, you're playing a different game than everybody else.
A few minutes here with Lincoln Riley as he's here in Nashville for tonight's draft. I loved meeting Marquise Brown, Coach. He came on our show on Tuesday, and he lit up the room, and he lights up football fields. I really think, and right now, we're hearing he's shooting up draft boards right now. I'm wondering what you could tell us about what you saw in Marquise to get him onto your squad.
Yeah, he's a tremendous person. I mean, I know you're familiar with his story, from where he came from, and all he did, through the junior college and all that. It's an amazing story, walking to work, walking to practice. Really, he was probably about the only one that believed in himself, and to see how far he's taken in such a short time, and it's amazing. I mean, he's a game breaker, man. The game's a little different when he's on the field for you. He's a guy that you got to account for, and I think he's a guy that so many teams just that speed that he not just runs at but plays the game at is it's elite, and as we've seen in the NFL with the Tyreek Hills and all the different great ones that have gone here in the last few years that have been such game changers for people. I mean, I think that's been great for Marquise, and so yeah, he's one of those kids that he appreciates this moment and the journey he's been on, and it's fun to see him be able to live out that dream.
Well, Lincoln, it sure looks like you like suiting up quarterbacks who have shoulder chips. We all know, obviously, about Baker and Kyler. And Jalen Hurts now coming in right now to your program. He's got a huge one, and the way that he has conducted himself based on his experience there, I'm wondering what attracted Jalen Hurts to you and your program.
Yeah, I think it was just kind of the right place, right time for both of us. We were looking to bring in an older guy and somebody with a little bit more experience in that room, and then he was looking for a fresh start, and then I think a place, he'd seen the success that our guys have been able to have, and he's seen it happen with different guys, different years, different teams, and so I think we kind of both just fit the mold of what each other was looking for, and it's been a great pairing so far. He's been a lot of fun to coach. Our players have really taken to him, and the maturity and just the confidence that this guy has is off the charts. So, and he's a very skilled player as well. So, he's been a great addition, and excited to see him get better and continue to get more comfortable in our system and in our program.
Is that an appropriate analysis that you like quarterbacks with chips on their shoulders?
Absolutely, no, it is. I think that position in a lot of ways sets the tone for your team, and if you don't have an edgy, competitive team, you're probably not going to be very good. And so, I think that the quarterbacks have got to have a toughness and an edge about them, and I believe, and we've been lucky to have some guys that, as you said, certainly have that.
Yeah, I mean, and at least if you send Jalen to the next level, we won't be talking about his height. That'll be a first for a quarterback for me for the next couple of years.
I don't know what we'll talk about next year, but so, we'll find something though, I bet.
Yeah, I know that's what we do in the NFL. Hey, Coach, I know you're running around town. Really appreciate you chiming in, and enjoy the night with the Murray family and everyone else that you were there with.
Yeah, thanks, Rich. Appreciate you having me on.
Well, I hope to run into you. I'll be right there next to the stage, so I hope to see you tonight.
Yeah, we'll see you there. Thanks again.
Excellent. You got it. That's Coach Lincoln Riley.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live, or download the Rich Eisen Show app.